Okay, so welcome to installing Python and Pygame in order to create video games using Python. So the first thing we have to do is you have to actually go online and download Python. So I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to type in Python download and use this link, the one that says the www.python.org site. And for right now, we're going to use Python 3.6, but the only reason we're going to use Python 3.6 is because there's a supported Pygame library to go with it. And that'll make more sense a little bit later. So we're going to click on it. You'll see that there's a 1 after mine because I've already tested this out and I already had the file in there. So now that it's done, we're going to go ahead and open it, run it. I'm going to show you how to do a custom install only because if you notice where it gets installed, it's a very lengthy path. It's just easier to install it somewhere else. Keep all these settings the same. Definitely want to install it for all users, which now changes the path to this, which is a lot cleaner. The other thing we're also going to do, add Python to the environment variables. Though not required for Pygame, it could be useful for other applications that you're going to build with Python. So we're going to hit install. Yes, we're going to allow it. And this actually might take a little bit. Well, maybe not. We'll just wait here for a second. I should have the Jeopardy theme song playing right now. Do 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 do. Didn't quite make it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Python's installed now, which means we should be able to go to Start menu, Programs, Python 3.6. You'll see that I have some older versions on here too. Now let's open up the IDE. So to test out that we have Pygame installed, one of the first commands we're going to do is import Pygame. And it tells us the module is not found. That's because we haven't installed it yet, but that's a good thing. At least it shows us that Python is running. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to open up another tab and we're going to type in Pygame. And we're going to use the first link, the one that says www.pygame.org. And right here. Now, this is very strange to me that the official website only has the Pygame libraries up to 3.2, but 3.2 has been outdated for quite some time. But if you go to this one right down here, this link gives you the more up-to-date versions of Pygame. So you can see here at the very bottom, there's two things. There's a 32-bit version and the 64-bit version. This has to do with the version of Python that you installed. I'm pretty sure, well, we'll find out here in a second. So we're going to download these by simply clicking on them. Again, also not a large file, so it shouldn't take you long. Okay, good. So here becomes the tricky part. So we're going to go to Start, All Programs, Windows Accessories. Okay, I have a little hard time finding it. Is it in Accessories? Alright. Well, let's do it this way then. CMD. Because we have to open up the command prompt. But instead of just clicking on it, you have to right click on it and you have to run it as an administrator. Yes. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to do a couple more things just to make our lives easy. We're going to copy this file and we're gonna stick it, if it allows us. Let's see. You know what? We'll do it differently. We will put it in the Python folder because I know it's going to let us paste it in there. So I'm copying that Pygame library. No, do it anyway. That Pygame library into the Python folder. Okay, so now from the command prompt we have to navigate to that. Probably the easiest way to do it is to, from the same browser, that the one that you used to copy it in there, I clicked on the tab up top that showed us the path. It actually changes into this. What we can do here is we can do a right click, copy, go to my browser, or not the browser, the command prompt. I'm going to type in CD for change directory, then I'm going to right click and paste, and that should take us into that folder. I'm going to teach you another command, dir. It's going to show us what's in the directory, and you'll see in there that it has the Pygame module, which is really what we want. Okay, notice how it ends in WHL. That's called the wheel file. So we have to install wheel onto our computer. So we're going to use another command that comes with Python called pip install wheel. Awesome. So we have it installed. Now what we can do is we can do a pip install Pygame, and then once you start typing the first part of it, you could just hit tab. It's going to finish off the rest because that is a very long, ugly file name. We're going to hit enter. We're going to cross our fingers, and I'll explain to you why, depending on the results of this next enter. Alright, very good. So the reason I was a little hesitant was the version. If you recall that there was two versions of Pygame. There was the Windows 32 and the Windows 64-bit version. The Windows 32 version had to do with the version of Python that you installed. Now, because we simply clicked on it from the main site over here, we got whatever version they decided to give us, which is okay. I mean, we're not doing anything sophisticated with our Pygame, so the 32 version is perfectly fine. Alright, so now what we want to do is, I'm not sure if it's going to work like this. We may have to close out the Python shell. Let's see. No, actually, so what you see here is that we were able to import Pygame, which means it's a success. You have Python installed and Pygame. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Thank you.